Hi, everybody. It is Stampin' Chat live. I'm so glad to be here with you today. I need some lotion right away. Um, it must be Pavlovian. I go live and then I need some lotion. It's probably when I stop and finally think about it. Hey, let's make some cards today, shall we? We are going to make some cards with some of these products are while supplies last. Don't be sad. They're still in inventory, but it just means that when they go, they're gone. They're not going to be replaced. And I was designing my stamp camp earlier this week, and I realized that I used several of the products that are on the last chance list, not trying to, which should tell you that there's a lot of great things on the last chance list, and some of them are even discounted a little bit. So we will pop in to the last chance list later on during this live just to make sure that you guys know where it is. But let's see here. I'm going to get us all queued up for that. And let me know in the comments how you're doing. Some of you are repeating visitors. We have been friends for years. And some of you might be brand new. Some of you might have never commented, but you've been here a while. I challenge you to post a comment, even if you just say hi to the gang. I almost guarantee that everyone will be very kind to you and welcoming. So, just like me. I am Lisa Harden. I'm coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in a beautiful Boise, Idaho. It's only been beautiful about an hour today, and I'll take it, right? I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of the products I'll be using today, most of them anyway. I also prepare and design online and in-person classes. And you can find out more about me and more about those events over at thestampingzoo.com. You can also look down in the description and see several ways that you can follow me. Maybe you want to follow me on Pinterest, uh, Facebook, YouTube. What else? Oh, most important thing, my email. Please subscribe to my email because, of course, it's free. But I give you free exclusive tutorial printables over there sometimes. If I work on a project here and it is intensive or has lots of measurements, you will most likely find it as a free PDF over on my email. That is also where you can find out about all the Stamping Zoo news. So you don't have to catch every video. In order to see what's going on with the Stamping Zoo, simply follow me and get your email list or get your free email from me, okay? And so if you have any questions, please let me know. Somebody is sick. Oh gosh, Kathy, sinus infection. Oh, it hurts my head. Makes me think of a vice. Jenny has a migraine. Oh, we're head intensive today. Goodness. And I'm so glad to see you all here, whether you are in perfect health, which no one is, or whether you are down with something. Okay, just sit back, relax. Ask any questions that you have here. You can private message me if you want to make sure I don't miss more specific or unique questions. And we're just going to get started here. So let me bring my desk in. Oh, by the way, check it out. I have a new chair. It arrived yesterday and was put together right after Stamp Camp because that's very important. I've been sitting in my dining room chair, which was surprisingly comfortable, but it does not swivel. And when I'm crafting, I need that. When I'm doing my day job, I didn't really need it so much. So that worked out. But anyway, much excitement. Car back in the shop. That's not exciting. But one of my vehicles, my chair, is up and running now. And so you won't see me popping up and down quite as much, no guarantees. But so what I've got here, these are actually cards that we made just yesterday in Stamp Camp. So Stamp Camp is an event that I have here in person every month here in Boise and at my house, actually, with my roommates, Tango and Cash, my little dogs. And we play with current product and you get to use all of my all of my tools. Okay. And I'm here to uh, just supervise, to step away if you want me to step away from your designs, or I'm here to work with you step by step. And everybody's a little different, right? So I'm going to show you the cards that we made, and then we're going to make two of the cards so you can get a little taste of my stamp camp, okay? And also about my classes in general. Several of you are in my classes. Thank you so much. It's so much fun to be with you virtually and or in person. And we have a lot of fun every month. So again, you can just look down in the description or go over to thestampingzoo.com and see lots about a lot of things. All right. So let's see here. This was one of the cards we did. All of these products, I believe, are carrying over, so they are not on the last chance list. These are um, glimmer dots, shiny dots. Oh gosh, what are those? They're from a while ago. They've been around. Glossy dots. The name was escaping me, of course. So there are 4 colors. I must be out of something. Melon Mambo? No, Gorgeous Grape. I'm out of Gorgeous Grape. But anyway, that's what the dots that I used on here. Otherwise, this is from Nests of Winter, as well as this designer series paper. This is some pool party polka dot ribbon that I believe is last chance also. Again, we'll double check that when I bring up the website in just a little bit. This is a die cut from Peaceful Seasons, Peaceful Sentiments, something like that. And then I have turned this into a winter birthday card or a birthday card. I mean, it definitely has the feel of winter, I believe, but it's a birthday card. Okay. So there was that card. And then they could choose this is So Very Merry stamp set with green and gold designer series paper and some new ribbon that everybody wanted. This is available now to demonstrators or in a starter kit, or it's available January 7th. And it is just like the silver webbed ribbon that we used to have. It came out with a Halloween suite. And this one is, what's this called? Gold open weave ribbon, open weave trim. Sorry. It's so fun because it's so wide, right? But it scrunches down to nothing if you want it to. So it's great for packages and decor, but it's also just great for cards. And here are the 2 cards. So again, they had a selection of papers, and as far as the images, they could choose. I told them they could choose secular or religious. Right? What a great stamp set to have a Santa and an angel in it. And it has a lot of other things in it. But this was one of the cards, and it has some beautiful sentiments that are arched like this. And here's the other one that I put in, 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. And again, you can see that the beautiful shimmer of that ribbon just kind of fits right in with this particular paper. And so then that's just gold embossed. And we worked with this stamp set a couple of weeks ago, and I did some watercoloring techniques. So then here was kind of a simple take a breath card, but definitely not to be outdone. Just a very beautiful, bold sentiment, thinking of you, with some of the Days of Autumn paper. And oops, it doesn't even have an inside yet. We'll have to pick a little image. I was going to choose just some botanical for it. I got busy at class and I didn't do it. Nobody yelled at me. So they'll have to use something from their stash. And then this one, finally, I just think it's so charming. It's Yuletide Village along with Falling Snow. And what is this one? We'll look at it. I don't remember. I think it's the Peaceful Sentiments. So that is very cute, I think. It was my favorite from yesterday. And this stamp set, Yuletide Village, is on the last chance list, and it has about a $5 discount. And I think it's just charming, like I said. So anyway, we're going to make this card. Thanks, Holly. I know it says a little bit of coloring, a little bit of stamparatus, if you know, you know. And anyway, so we're going to make these 2 cards, all right? We're going to talk about some things going on with the Stamping Zoo and some things coming up and all that stuff. Hello, Kathy Sanford. How are you doing? Everybody's getting into this. Well, it's December 8th. You're past the swing of things. If you're a crafter, you've been making Christmas crafts, probably cards. Maybe you're even doing some Christmas scrapbooking now or other decor items. I will show you. So Alicia came to Stamp Camp yesterday and she gave me a birthday gift because it's coming up. And these were just some of the cute things in there. There were several cute things in the package, but this was my Christmas card. Isn't that great? I love it. So this was a cloche. The little stamp set was something cloche, Christmas cloche, probably. Anyway, and she took it and she put those. Remember the gingerbread stuff? It works perfectly with the bells. I think that's quite attractive. And ribbon, all this stuff is, I believe, retired. But don't let that stop you because it's great. What a pretty card. I loved it. So thanks, Alicia. Yeah. Alicia and I are solid. We've been friends for a long time. And we met at a stamp camp. Not mine. She was the teacher the first go around. Yeah, she co-hosted with another demonstrator. And then she found these at, well, I don't know where, but oh, no, I know where. I think they're from the dollar store. I think that's what she told me. It doesn't matter where they came from because they're so adorable. Let me get them out of here and see. They also could have come from, what's that place? Hobby Lobby. They could have come from there too. Oh my gosh. Aren't they cute? They're kind of puffy. Oh, I don't know if I can choose a favorite. Well, I love the purple ones. This one has some definite sass, but I kind of like this quizzical. I feel like this one sometimes. I think this is supposed to catch all of your emotions, right? Anyway, they're so cute. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Of course, I'll probably pass them along in some sort of kit or something. So you may see one show up in some package that I send you, right? Okay, so I believe that's what I have to for a little show and tell. And let me put that off to the side. Yes, everybody wanted that green, that gold ribbon. Ribbon is a little bit, it did um, definitely coordinated with the green very well. I don't know if it's a finish on it or what, but it worked just fine by me. Oh, and here was the other cute little card. This was my birthday card. Isn't that so fun? Remember the party puffins? Party puffins. And I think she took her blends. She does this sometimes and made this confetti. I think she did. I don't think it's a stamp. If it is, I'd be surprised. I cannot see any type of pattern with it. I think she took her blends and did that. So super cute. And this was, again, I believe this was one of the cards. It was in some sort of a pre-made kit that we had. So she does a great job. All right. Let's see. I've got all sorts of pieces and parts. I didn't totally redo this this little set or this little kit. So we're kind of coming straight from Stamp Camp. And here, oh, I know, Holly, the one with the heart glasses, right? That's beautiful. So here is one of the stamp sets that is on the, what do I call it? It's on the, oh God, the temporary list. Get it while you can list. Somebody's going to tell me what it's called. And so it would be beautiful for embossing. And I have embossed with this before. I think I embossed with gold and put it on Blackberry Bliss cardstock. It was gorge. And so this one, as I said, I was trying to make it so that it could be masculine or feminine, right? Last chance list. My gosh, Jean, where's my head? And so anyway, this paper, oh, do I have any extras? No, but I believe it's right behind me. Let me roll around and find it. Yes, it is. Okay, so this particular piece of DSP was this really cool image, and then this one. And so I gave them the choice of Cajun Craze or Gold to Olive, and some of them did a mix, and that was really cool. That's why you have class, is to learn from people sometimes. That's my evil plan, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 3 3/4 by 5, And then both the insert and this first layer are 4 by 5 1/4. Kept it kind of basic. I try not to overly complicate Stamp Camp because Stamp Camp is as much of an event as it is a technical learning spot, right? So we want to visit. I took the paper pumpkin. What was it? The November paper pumpkin had those great stockings in it. And I took those, filled them with goodies, and everybody had one of those at their place. So that was always, that's fun. I loved those. I love those. They were so handy that I bought the refill for the paper pumpkin. So that was a good one. I needed that. My head is in the kit and class mode and got stuck there. I think you're probably right, Jean. And I think we're going to use one of these longer sentiments because I want to see. I don't think anybody used them. I think they all used Thinking of You because it was on the block, but they had the option. And then they had the option of they could use faux glass dots, iridescent faceted gems, or I think I had the pearls in here too. We are going to use the faux glass dots, of course. And then I'm using the striped iridescent trim. Is that what it's called? It's been a while. Striped trim, yeah. It's quite stunning. It's in the annual catalog, and it's in its own suite. It has like a friend-based bundle. So if you're wondering where it is. And then I just have some various pieces and parts in there in case we need them. Okay, this can be pretty straightforward, but I like it. This is our warm-up card, okay? Our warm-up card. My goodness, tell me how your day went. You know what? My day was productive. I set my alarm, and then I was going to go into the office. I had to do some work, some day work, not some Stampin' Up! Work. And I had to do some. I was going to go in first thing this morning, and then I am in a little bit of a pickle because the car, so I had the car fixed last week, right? I had a couple things fixed. And then because those things were fixed, they actually, it increased the pressure of the fluid in the car, and then it popped out something out of the radiator. Okay. Supposedly it's really happens all the time. All right. Well, it didn't need to happen all the time. I'd rather it didn't happen to me. But anyway, so then I only drove the car. Let's say I had it over the long weekend and I probably drove it 2 times and then back in the shop. And so I am in the pickup and I have this great little handy pickup, except it is, oh gosh, look at that. I ghosted it. My pickup is rear wheel drive. She's very fair weather. Okay. She's elderly, but she's a very fair weather truck and always has been. So if there's anything on the road that looks like it's slick, I don't go out in it because I'd just rather not. And so that was the case today. I got all ready. And then when I looked outside, I realized, oh, the road's kind of shiny. Now look at this. This is not, oh, there we go. This doesn't stamp. It has different opacities of ink. This is a distinctive stamp. And so you're not going to get an even layer of ink. Some of it's darker and lighter than the next piece. And that's how it's supposed to look. I love it. So there's our just because. And sometimes you do need a just because card, right? Let's say you call your friend or you've texted your friend a couple of times and you've realized like, oh my gosh, that was so nice. I had so much fun talking to my friend that I want to continue it. I want to tell them how much fun I had connecting with them. And so you pop a card in there. Oh, by the way, new chamois. Check it out. I did not let class use it. Sorry, class. You got the ugly ones this time. Class has gotten new ones a lot of times, so don't feel bad for them. Don't feel bad for them. Don't cry for them, Argentina. And so anyway, yes. So I'm in the truck, weather permitting, until maybe Tuesday. I bet they'll get it back to me tomorrow, but I'm not, I'm not counting on it. And then I will ask at such time, hey, what else might break now that I've fixed one problem? This is what happens. It's not uncommon. Again, I've told you my car is like 20 years old. And so you're riding a fine line between laughing because you don't have a car payment and your car still works great. And then, you know, the Grim Reaper, car Grim Reaper comes a knocking and says, hey, she's not long for this world. So my hope is to, even though I don't want to spend the money, I got to get a new vehicle. Let's say March. I don't even know. Probably won't even wait that long. But in any case, that's a scoop in here. So it kind of dictated what I did today. And so I came in here and I put my customers' orders in from yesterday and I put stuff away because that has to happen. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. Don't you? And anyway, I did all sorts of stuff like that. Ran by the grocery store, left the groceries in the car while I worked from the office for a couple of hours because it was only like 25 degrees here. It was actually cooler than it would have been in the refrigerator. I didn't buy ice cream or anything like that, but I did buy deli meat and yogurt. And guess what? It was still very cold when I went back out to the car. That's kind of convenient for this time. That's like one of the convenient things you can say that happens during the winter, right? Is it's so crappy with an inversion. So it was dark all day. We were under fog, a big, thick, a thick, right? Cloud of fog. We're sucked in to the valley with fog and pollution. And so it's finally broke a little bit, but it'll be back. Okay, what did I do with my ribbon? Was I yammering and did something with it? Who saw it last? Who saw it last? I know, Jean. Jean, don't tell me. Jean, I would rather someone just give me the vehicle because I'm not like all excited about that. Here it is. It's right in front of me. Holly hid it from me. Oh, and then it was so funny. I mean, this is Stamp Camp, right? This is just what happens. It's funny. But Maria said to Alicia, hey, Trish, will you die cut this for me? We've never called her Trish. We have someone named Trish on our team, but we don't see her all the time. Anyway, and Alicia just like did it, like no big deal. And then after a couple of minutes, I said, did you call her Trish? And Maria was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. Maria's had a lot on her mind. And so, of course, we're like, Alicia has a new nickname now, and it's Trish. And so, I mean, it was so funny how she just like took it, did the work. And that's so not Alicia. I can't believe she didn't jump on that like stink on a monkey and make fun of her. So anyway, I made sure I double checked and yep, she called her Trish. So we had a good laugh. We just have a good laugh. We had someone brand new, a friend of a friend, and that was really fun. And she was great. In fact, not that it's a race, but she was the first one to finish and leave. So I was like, hold up here. And she told me she has not stamped before. Isn't that fun? And so I hope she comes back because she was really, really nice. And I would like to throw her something a little more difficult. To succeed. Okay, I'm not like saying something that I don't think she can finish. Okay, now this is not going to have a lot of room for the ribbon. In fact, I probably should have skipped this, but that's okay. Let's see. Do we want to do that? No, that's kind of weird. Let me just go with my original. And then we're going to tie this one. I grabbed the wrong ribbon. I grabbed some iridescent ribbon from last year. I like it, but I actually like the striped ribbon better because it's sheer, more sheer. Oh, it's see, Jean, you can just keep things frozen. I know. Well, mine doesn't get that cold, but I can definitely keep my soda out there and everything. And yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Since sometimes in the summer, I worry that it's going to explode if it stays out there. So, anyway, it's kind of weird. For us Northerners, we Northerners get that benefit. Roz, you probably don't get to experience that, keeping the groceries out in the car for 3 hours because it's cold enough to do so. You have 8 inches of snow on the ground, Kathy. No new snow. Oh, it's kind of wearing out its welcome. I take it. Um, I would love it if we got fresh snowfall and then it was like gone in 24 hours. And then we got fresh snowfall again in a couple of weeks. That would keep it new and exciting, wouldn't it? Okay, let's see how this looks. I hope it doesn't make it look really unbalanced. So I am going to put this underneath. Maybe I'm going to put this underneath, and then I'm going to tie a bow off to the side here. So if you were doing this, you could learn from me and maybe trim this even a little bit closer, but it's all about the sentiment on this anyway. So it's all right. Okay, that tail is going to be a little short, maybe. Let's see if I can do this. Now, I learned something, or maybe I was just reminded of something. This is why in-person camps and talking online is so important. My friend Anne was just like handing me her cards. She brought the new friend, and then she was telling the new friend, okay, now we're going to give our card to Lisa, and she'll tie our bow. I was like, what? I said, what are you doing when you have a bow to tie in my online classes? And she goes, I figure out a workaround. So I'm not quite sure, like, why? And then I said, do you just not like the bow? I go, that's not true because you just asked me to tie one. But she said, no, her mom had them, made them, asked them, whatever, to tie some really fantastic bows when they were younger. And I'm sure she's probably like, I'm done. See, now I had a grandma that she wrapped things so exquisitely before Martha was Martha or anything, before there was any internet when we were little kids. And so I always aspired to wrap presents like her. And I sort of learned bows, but your upline ties all the bows in class. I am happy to. I don't want anybody to, I kind of like it. And I don't know, maybe I'll start doing that. But I also don't want it overdue for people. I want people to tie their bows. I'm trying to teach how to fish, not give a fish, right? But Anne was like, I'm not learning. I'm not in the mood. I go, okay. I don't want this to be a torturous experience. Now, where's my take your pick tool? I only had about 5 out here. There's 2 of them right there. And so I've been yammering on, and we are finished with this easy card. But does anybody have any questions about it? Because I may have, oversimplified something. But I think it's great. It's a nice monochromatic card with bright white, and you could use this stamp set in a million different ways because, well, hello, Alicia. I look so fancy. Thank you. You know what? I actually got ready for you guys in 5 minutes. I was like, you really shouldn't be going on there looking all honky tonk every time. So thank you. I appreciate that. I only do that when I don't have time. I want you to know that. It's not because I don't appreciate you and think I should come in here looking all great, but sometimes doing it imperfectly is better than not doing it at all. So again, this is the Softly Said, very aptly named, nice distinctive stamps. And again, I will show you in just a little bit that it is a last chance stamp set. It's a standalone stamp set. 1 minute. Let me just find some random botanical to put on the inside. And that gives me an excuse to roll in my new chair. Oh, this old thing. Okay. You only have to be without your rolling chair for a little while to really appreciate it. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. One of my faves from way back. I'm going to use this Sentimental Park. In the process of moving across town. You are, Corinne? Corinne, tell us. Is it like bigger or smaller? Or is it like you had multi-level and now you're going to single level? What's the deal, Lucille or Corinne? Tell us. I hope it's great. I hope you're moving to close to things you like or people you like, all that business. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. It's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. And this, you know what, would be a really nice, striking gift for someone. Buy this stamp set. Make 5 cards that look like this, really bold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 5 cards, one with each of the sentiments. Put those in a box with envelopes, of course. Don't be cheap. And then if they are a stamper friend, give them the stamp set that you use to make the cards. If they're not a stamper friend, keep it to use for later. These are gorgeous cards, and they are perfect for lots of different occasions, as we talked about. Okay, what did I do with Cajun Craze? Come here, little lovely. What's not to love about plaid, right? I love plaid. I actually have this shirt in red and then this color. And it's very Christmassy looking. But this shirt is like something that I can wear that's not a t-shirt, that doesn't make me sweat like crazy. I don't know. That's how hot I am, apparently. I can't get away with very much. In fact, I have this cute little gray sweatshirt with silvery stars on the arms. I was going to wear that yesterday for camp. No, didn't happen. Had it on for about 10 minutes, sweating. So I had to wear some other goofy thing. Well, that, my friends, is a beautiful card. And then this guy, remember, he was Nike too. He's going to get the same stamp on the inside, but with Old Olive. And I am loving this. I think I'm going to take my own advice and make a set of these cards and give them away for Christmas. Don't you hate it, Holly? Maybe you don't hate it, but I love that look of stuff. In fact, I got this sweater the other day that I need to return. It's out in the car because it was like a gray cable knit and it was open in the front, and I thought that would be okay. Good Lord, like to kill me just trying it on. And it had a hood on it too that, you wear down. But I was like, God help me. I'm dying right here. Well, hey, Lois, get on in here. How are you? It's nice to see your name pop up. We are just doing a little what if. What if you come to Lisa's stamp camp? But please don't forget, I have lots of online virtual things, ways for you to come in and stamp with me too. So if you're not in the Boise area, if you don't find yourself in Boise, Idaho, I still want to stamp with you. Okay. All right. So here's our just because. And that I think looks super sweet. And I think it's definitely masculine or feminine. Now I did put those flowers on the inside, but I don't know. Guys will just have to get over it. I love sweaters. See, I know, Alicia. And I try every season. I'm like, this might work, because I order a lot of things online. And I'm like, no, they're marching themselves right back to the store. Now I have to go out to the mall to return these things. And then this other thing I bought, I thought it was like a thin knit long sleeve t-shirt, and it was like a summer material, leopard print. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would look nice under a black sweater. Well, it doesn't. So there you go. Good job, Lisa. Saved yourself some time. Now you have to go out to the mall. Anyway, I can't go out to the mall because I don't have my car. So one thing, look, the errands are just falling off the list, aren't they? Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. I'm thinking of you. Okay, so you guys, that is a great set to do 5 cards with. Do 3 sets of 5 cards and you have 3 gifts, and you can either give one of your stamping friends the stamp set, or you can keep it for yourself for the next time you want some cards. Okay, I think this is a good time to pop in to look at the Stampin' Up! Website, okay? Or should I say the Stamping Zoo page. And let's take a look at where are all of these last chance items. How can we find these? Because there's not a calendar for them, right? I mean, there's not a catalog for them. They are in a special spot, but not hard to find. So let's jet on over to the one and only stampingzoo.com. That's me. And I thank you very kindly for subscribing to my channels, for commenting, for sharing this video. It does help me. I know that we've been doing it for years and you probably think, I've shared enough. No, please keep sharing, because the algorithm just keeps wanting you to spit it out. So we've got to play the game so that we can get the word out about the Stamping Zoo. Otherwise, I'm just one little tiny demonstrator out here just swimming in a huge sea and nobody sees me. I mean, just you. But anyway, so please like, share, and subscribe. If you're liking what you see now and you're not subscribed to me, you're not going to know when I go live. Sometimes I reschedule things. So you will know that if you like my page and follow my page, okay? You'll know when I'm live and what I'm doing. All right, so if we go down here, there are lots of fun things. You can, of course, sign up for the Bon Appetit Recipe Club. That should be going out on Tuesday. I know it's a little later than I wanted, but I'm still working out the kinks. Aha! This is the way that you will sign up to receive my emails. Is you can either do the link that's in the description, or you can, while you're on my website, you can fill in this box, and then you will be getting the zoo news. And so here is a picture of our first month. That was just last month. So you're not missing out on the club. You can join the club anytime by just filling out. You just have to click that link right there. It will take you over to PayPal, because this is it's a subscription. It is $10 per month, and that includes the shipping. Okay, and you can cancel it when you want to, but I don't think you're going to want to. And so anyway, that has been really fun. Now, let's see. The other thing over here is Chopped. We are skipping Chopped for December. Okay, we're taking a break, and I'm going to be refunding all of the fees for December for everybody. And I'll be announcing the winner later on tonight when I have time, right? And I'll be doing everybody's refunds up to this point if I've received your refund. If I haven't received your refund, you won't get your refund back. But if you want to sign up and join us in January, like set a new goal for yourself to complete this competition, okay, it comes out every month. It's only $8 a month. That includes your shipping. And you get all sorts of new product in a little kit. And you are required to use at least a little bit of everything I supply. You can add any current product you'd like to it. You take a picture, send it to me, and then we have voting via my email. I send out an anonymous voting, and then we declare a winner. And whoever the winner is gets to choose 2 cardstock colors for the next month that I will incorporate into the kit, as well as they get their next month's kit for free. So that's how it works over there. I love Chopped. It's very, very fun. And let's go over to Shop Now. Okay. So Shop Now, and that will take you right over to the secure Stampin' Up site. Okay. And you should see my name pop up here. You're shopping with Lisa Harden. That's great. That's what I like if you prefer. And so let's do the menu and let's do specials and then let's do last chance products. Okay. The little red, I guess it's red. So when you look right here and it says last chance $17, that will appear no matter how you're searching these products. So if you're just looking at designer series paper, this will also come up in designer series paper and it will be marked last chance. So there are several ways for you to find out, but this is only a listing of the last chance items. Okay. So as I said, you can also search on the name. So I'm going to search on Softly. And let's see, it's still available. It's $10, people. Hello, it was $25. I paid $25 less my discount for this. It is $10. And here they have using it with the daisy set. So it's going to go with everything you have. Okay, then we're going to look up Yuletide Village. And we will see that that is still on the last chance list as well. $19 down from $24. You get $5 off of it just because it's on the last chance list. And this is where I took my inspiration for the card that I ended up making. I just changed up the colors. And I love that so much. I think it's so pretty. And then let's see, what else do I have in here that was last chance? Oh, let's look at the other stamp set I'm using. I don't know if it is or not. I don't, I think it's, oh, it is. It's last chance too. Dang it. Putting the pressure on me. Now, this is not discounted, but it is a beautiful stamp set. All sentiments. Look at all those sentiments. And then check out the dies. I've been using this the whole time since I got it on pre-order. So if you guys are liking the looks of this, please get it sooner rather than later. Let's see. And then I feel like I used a ribbon or something that was last chance. Oh, I'm also using the stamp set Falling Snow, which is a beautiful background stamp, and I'll be showing you how to use that and stuff, but it is not last chance. So this is continuing on. So if you were trying to choose what you'd like to purchase and you didn't have an immediate use for Falling Snow, you could purchase Falling Snow later because Falling Snow is not on the last chance list. Look what they've done with this. Oh, heavens. I love that so much. Is that gorgeous or what? They've made like a little decor piece and I could do that. I could definitely make that. It's not overly complicated, but it's so impressive. So it's, like I said, it's a very charming, charming set. Okay, so I hope that gives you just a few ideas, and please let me know if you don't, if you have more questions about the website itself. We have a catalogs, right? But not everything's in the catalog anymore because that's how it goes. But I like it because we are keeping more inventory longer, and we have a bigger selection that can't just be housed in one catalog. But so you need to get familiar with the Stamping Zoo or the Stampin' Up website. And if you need my help, I would like you to private message me, and I'll be happy, to the extent I can, I'll be happy to help you get comfortable with that. Okay. All right. So let's get into our next card. And that is, again, going to be the Yuletide Village with Falling Snow and Peaceful Sentiments. Is that what it was? I keep forgetting the name. I don't know why. Peaceful Season. Look at all those. This is the one that also has the Christmas die cut. We used it on a really pretty card when we did watercoloring. We did that. Oh, thanks, Roz. Roz said she doesn't think the dies are on the last chance list. Just the stamps. For Peaceful Season, is that what you're talking about? Now, see, that always complicates my brain. Because I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to keep this straight? But it's okay. I would be glad if they kept those dies because the dies are really fun. They're label dies, and in fact, this one is one of the dies. Okay, and so you can see like I fed ribbon through it. You could put it on here as a square orientation, but it has a lot of flexibility in those dies. Okay, Fresh Freesia is a perfect non-traditional Christmas card, if you ask me. And then we're going to have a layer of Fresh Freesia on the top. And then we also have a piece 3x4 to stamp the village. And we have an insert. And then we have a 1/2 inch of Moody Mauve. So I did a little bit different. Like I said, or like I showed you, I took my inspiration from the website, but then of course I had to do it the Lisa way, a little bit different. And so here we go. And I have all sorts of blends. So I colored this with, oops, sorry. I colored this with all blends except the Falling Snow, which I did on the Stamparatus or any precision placement tool. Or you can use, we have a block that fits this. It's crazy, don't we? No, oh yeah, we do. It's insane. I can't hold it, okay? Like, it's not going to happen. But we have a block, and one thing you can do is you can put your stamp on this block. You can mount it like you normally would, but then you can leave it upright and put your paper on the stamp instead of your stamp on the paper, okay? Put the peanut butter on the bread instead of the bread on the peanut butter or whatever. But we're going to use the Stamparatus because why wouldn't we? The only sad thing is, if you didn't get one in the early days, we don't sell them anymore. I hate it. But there are other precision placement tools, such as probably the Misty is probably the only thing left. But that's fine. You can get a Misty. You can also still find these used online. Just don't let somebody take you for, scam you for a bunch of money. Look at the Misty if you need to. These shouldn't be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So here's Falling Snow. It's gorgeous. And I am going to take this paper, the first layer, and since I want to cover the whole thing with ink, I can't really hold it down with the magnets. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of seal on the back of it, on one side of it. And then I can see where the stamp is going to stamp right here, correct? And so I'm going to make sure that my grid paper is right up there in the corner. And then I am going to come in a little bit. And let's see here. And then it's just kind of stuck in the middle. I don't think, this is not really a stamp that you would have to re-ink and stamp. The images are quite small, but this is what the Stamparatus does best, right? Is you can literally come in here and re-ink and re-stamp over an image more than once. And so it has a lot of uses. But now I'm going to flip this over onto the paper. Now this is, as I said, it's small images. The first time I used too much pressure. And this part where it's just like little dots, they were all smushed and looked really kind of weird. So that was actually, you don't need a lot of pressure. I am still using a pressure tool. My hands just aren't as strong as they used to be. And you guys have seen me wearing that goofy splint on my index finger. So I take the help where I can get it. Now let's take a look at it. Oh, it looks good. Doesn't it look good? It's so pretty. If you didn't like it, you could put this back down. Let's say your ink pad was kind of dry. Well, first of all, re-ink your ink pads. If you've been hanging out with me, you know that. But I think this is gorgeous. And then you can either put it on the card like this, so your snow is just started falling, or you can put it on like this, where the snow is accumulating. I always think you can do that with any of. We have an embossing folder that's very similar to this. I don't know if it's still current, but that's one bad thing with having so many things current now. I have no idea. I have to go to the website because I don't want to steer you wrong. Okay? Or you guys can be my lovely researchers and help me figure that stuff out. So anyway, that we do have an embossing folder, and I love that it has that versatility where you can say, okay, it's accumulating snowfall, or it just started snowing. Okay, we're gonna do. Okay, so this one I did just started snowing, so now I'm gonna do accumulative snowfall. Okay, and oh, make sure that your card's opening the wrong way or the right way. I was reminded of that yesterday and did a very good job. I, of course, was ready to take the helm, but Anne did such a good job of teaching her friend who had not been there before that in my mind, I said to myself, hey, Lisa, if you ever end up being sick or something, don't cancel Stamp Camp. Just have Anne come over and teach it. She has no idea what she worked herself into. Okay, one more thing that I am going to stamp with Fresh Freesia, and that is this snowfall. Isn't it adorable? It looks very cartoony. It is beautiful, isn't it, Holly? It's so pretty. Just the falling snow with a sentiment or some pretty ribbon and embellishments, and that would be all you need. I know we really gild the lily, right? We use lots of fun stuff. I like lots of layers, but never forget that you can strip a lot of the layers off of these cards and they will still be gorgeous. Our products are so nice. So, our cardstock cuts well and our white is very nice. So it doesn't take much to make these things look stunning. All right, there we go. And now I am going to attempt to stamp the village. Believe it or not, I stamped this village. It's on this card the first time. I'm not saying I will this time. I kept myself an extra piece of paper just in case. But I don't know. It was easier than I thought. It's probably built into the stamp. The other thing that I found so fun yesterday was that I encouraged them to use different buildings from what I used, and they did. Rick, in fact, he stamped this. He colored it petal pink, this church, and then he fussy cut it, and then put it here. And it just looked like it was a huge snowfall with the church in the front. It was so pretty. It was stunning. And the church was petal pink. So don't stick to the colors you think things have to be. That's one of the very fun things about our hobby, right? Is it's art, it's crafts. We can do what we want. Okay, let me grab the ink for the sentiment. Rudy Mauve, where did you go? Rudy Mauve, where did you go? I wonder where I put it. It's probably in front of me. Oh, I feel like it's in front of me. Yes, hello. Okay, and let's take this off just because. And so again, in the Peaceful Season, there were a number of sentiments that they chose to use. I chose From My Home to Yours. And I like that they give us, Jenny and I have talked about this before, but I like they give us From My Home to Yours and From Our Home to Yours, because I am kind of a part of an our home because I have the dogs. But if I'm sending it to a business person, well, I don't know. Okay, if I'm sending it to somebody who doesn't have a relationship with Tango and Cash, I would just send it from my home to yours. If it's my mom or something, I would say our home. But anyway, there's an option, I guess. But then there was all this other stuff, cheer all year, You could make your sentiment, oh, joy and love to you. You could make your sentiment strip wider than I did, and then you could use even more of these. But I am going to, I kind of like cheer all year. No, I kind of like joy and peace to you, joy and love to you. I'll get it right eventually. Okay, now I am going to use this on a slightly larger block than we may have learned to use, right? Because I want to be able to see around the perimeter of the stamp. So it helps me to be able to stamp this straight. Now, the only thing is, if you're new to stamping, that may be difficult for you because you may go off balance. But unless you're new, I think I got it kind of a little bit crooked. So let me try on the other side. And then we'll choose the least crooked one. I knew a crooked man. What? What was that? About a crooked man in a crooked house. He walked a crooked mile. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Give it up, Lisa. It's been too long. So I skipped the whole thing about reading that to kids. And so the last time I've read that, I was a kid. And probably the last time I thought about it too. Isn't that funny? Okay. My aunt said something today, and I immediately thought back to her mom saying something else. And I haven't thought about that in years. And it was so funny. And so I was telling her, I was like, when you say this, here's what it makes me think of. And I love that. I love that about our brains, or maybe not, because I wish I remembered better, but I think I do a pretty good job. I know that I remember more things than my mom. And sometimes she goes, how do you remember that? I'd be like, remember we were at such and such and you said this? And no, she's like, no. Okay. They're random events. They're not like important events that she does that she doesn't remember. But I'm like, how could you not remember that? It was so odd. No, she doesn't remember it. Life goes on. So I'm the memory keeper. Okay, you guys still with me? Hello? Is this thing on? Oh, Christmas lights are on. You can't see them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're not all that exciting. They're on the perimeter of my house and my railings. Oh, there. See, there's a tiny bit. Okay, that's not that exciting, is it? Didn't want you to think I was lying. They're on. Something fell. Of course it did. Okay. Now, I stamped all of these in early espresso. I thought it helps them to stand out, but I didn't want it as harsh as black. So, early espresso to the rescue. If I wanted to do it in cooler tones, I would have used basic gray. And I think I used the D blocks for these. Okay, so I am going to do the same. I don't want to reinvent the wheel for you here. Okay, whoops. Come with me. All right. And so I started with the buildings themselves, and I just kind of saw how much room I wanted from the top and went from there. Okay. So let's see if I can get this going. And I have the other one too. Kind of gauge. Now look at this. This is so adorable. You don't have to color this thing. It's so cute. But we're going to. Okay, and then this big house, big B&B thing. It's humongous. This is going to be next door. I got to bring this close to me. Sorry. Oh, there. Sometimes that label kind of gets in the way of the zoo desk. Now there's a snowdrift that you can kind of use to match up. Check it out. Our street is not wonky yet. Okay, we're just doing piece by piece. I told you, It's easier than you think, but I'm not getting cocky. Is everyone working on Christmas cards still, or are you finished? If Kathleen is on here, she's probably finished and moved on to Easter. But for the rest of us mere mortals, who is still working on Christmas cards? I have not addressed and sent cards. I got some cards out to several people, my book club. And so I have like, I'll be getting cards out to to people that are receiving classes from me as they get the classes, because then I can send them the more intricate or thicker fun folds, and I don't have to pay an arm and a leg to send them because I'm already sending them a package. So that part's nice. And so that's how a lot of my Stampin' Up! Cards are going. This is a little brick wall, okay? And what I did was I took the sentiment strip. It's just really, you're using it for a measurement kind of. You're not using it for the sentiment part yet. And so I know that I want to be able to see at least the bottom of the houses. See, I had to go up a little bit higher than I wanted this last time because I wanted to see the brick wall. So then when I did that, then I can see, I'll use the tree as a guide, and I'll be like, okay, I want this to come in here kind of like there. Okay, if it's not completely straight, I think the fact that we put a sentiment over it kind of fakes it out a little bit. Okay, so see, it's not straight. But when we bring this in, we're going to kind of account for some of that. Plus, it's an old cobblestone wall. So, Cindy, you're still making your Christmas cards? Good to know. Roz, you're almost finished? You are almost finished? Roz, look at you. You're stamping, or however you're making your cards. You're making cards. Gary keeps adding to the list. That's too funny. Let me see how crooked this is. I'm not going to redo it. We're just going with it. But, oh yeah, I'm quite off there. Really, that's straight. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how to kind of fake it out, okay? Because this happens. Right, so what I did first was I took, this looks like it would be really hard to color, right? And look at all the little pieces and parts of it. All I did was I took the light crumb cake, which the stampers, oh, that's why. The stampers told me yesterday it was almost out of ink. It's almost out of ink on the broad pen. Well, maybe it's almost out of ink on here too. That's okay. We'll get a new one. It'll be on the list. We have free shipping on orders $75 and over tomorrow through Wednesday, you guys. So believe you me, I'm going to get in on that. In fact, as we're coloring here, give me just a moment to tell you a few things. Let's remove that. I hate it when it does this. It always looks so weird. And let's bring this over here. Remove and add. Well, anyway, we're going to go with it. So that is my current host code. Please apply this host code that starts with the number 4 to any of your orders that are under $150. If your orders are over $150, please do not add the code because I want you to earn your own host rewards, which begin at 10% and go up from there. Okay? Now, don't forget, I still have my mystery box special going on, and I got, let's see, I got 4 of them ready so far and gave some of them in person, which is really fun. So here's the deal. When you spend $50 with me, and that is before tax and shipping, you get $80 in a mystery box of retired, either new, retired, or gently used, retired, more often than not, gently used, but retired, Stampin' Up! Products. And it can be all different products. And I guarantee you it will be all different products, stamps, embellishments, inks, all that stuff. I put a whole big box of mystery items for you together. And I'll tell you a little secret. I've been just stuffing them full of designer series paper. I'm losing count. I'm not, let's just say you're getting more than what I say you're getting here in terms of dollars. Okay. I'm not counting down to the dollar on these things. I'm like stuffing as much as your box will hold of things that I have. The other thing I've been having a blast putting in there is I am putting past swaps that I have received, either 3D items or cards, um, and my own cards and my own projects. I'm putting those in your boxes as well. They're super fun. They've been so fun for me to go through. But you know what, y'all? I can't save everything. And it's no good to me if I don't share it with all of you. So your boxes have all sorts of mystery items in them. And again, those are things that don't count towards your total. Okay. So again, spend 50 with me, get $80 in a mystery box. Spend 75, get 110 in a mystery box, or spend 100 and get 150 in a mystery box. Okay, you must use the code that I gave you again, unless your order is $150 or more. Then you're gonna double dip on me, and that's totally fine. You're gonna get host benefits, and you're gonna get the mystery box. And I have gotten rid of several or several. I have stuffed several mystery boxes full of product, so I still have product, but I will not be doing these for months and months. It's probably going to be the next week or so, and then so anyway, it's been a lot of fun. It's just an extra thing I'm doing as a little bit of a thank you at the end of the year here, and it's as much fun for me as it is for you sending these boxes out. So please take advantage of it. And you can also then, if you order from me tomorrow through the 11th, you can get free shipping on your order as well. Okay. All right, everyone. If you are looking at the pre-order products that I've been using or showing you in my unboxings, please know that Stampin' Up! Isn't giving me a special invitation to use them. You too can purchase all these pre-order items that are available to demonstrators early simply by enjoying a starter kit. You can go over to the stampingzoo.com where we were earlier, and you can hit the Join the Zoo Crew page, read all about me, read about why I do what I do, and get your own starter kit, which is $99 plus tax if it applies. You get $125 of product and free shipping. And after your initial starter kit, where you get that special, then afterward, you shop with at least a 20% discount for the next 7 months. 7 months, people. Okay. So you're going to have fun with it. And did I mention you shop with at least a 20% discount? Oh, and did I also mention that we are earning free celebration items right now? So you can purchase from the things in this catalog, plus oodles of online exclusives that are going live on January 7th as well. And for all of those purchases, you are accumulating celebration items. It's pretty fun, and it allows you to kind of stretch celebration. Well, right now you'd stretch it out an extra month. Okay. So please think about that. It's an enormous deal. And if you live in the United States, you can join the Zoo Crew, my team. And I would love to have you on my team. I have lots of other benefits for my team members. And again, you can either private message me about those, or you can simply go over to the Stampin' Zoo page and read about them. Okay. I thank you in advance for considering that. It really is the best deal that Stampin' Up! Offers. Okay, there's the Bon Appetit Club that we talked about earlier. Think about signing up. It's too late to sign up for December, but you can definitely sign up for the January club. And oh, and this is kind of small, sorry, but don't forget, you can purchase gift certificates from me. And if you do so, you are going to get your gift certificate sent to your recipient or to you, however you'd like it, in this kind of a fun fold. I don't have it sitting right here, or I would show you, but we made this fun fold together. And I also send out a free printable for this fun fold with a template. This is the gift bag. It's a fun fold with a pop-up gift bag in it. That's what all of the gift certificates will be in this holiday season. And if you'd like to give yourself a little gift as well, for if you purchase at least $50 in gift cards from me through the end of the year, I will send out a free embellishment to you as a thank you. And so please think about taking me up on any of those offers. I'm happy to do it. I love to play, a little Mrs. Claus for you, if if you will. And I love having fun with that stuff. Okay, let me get back to my screen. There we go. I was having issues. Not surprising. I was having issues. Okay, you know what? Let's see here. Um, okay, so I brought in, I really just kind of used the other colors that are in the paper and the inks and things like that. So I brought in uh, bronze. I brought in a couple of other browns, and we have, 10 different neutral or natural skin tone colored browns that you could bring in. So I have bronze, I have pecan pie, I have crumb cake, and then for the colors, I don't think I used gray. I think I just put gray in there if they wanted it. I don't know. I'll let you know. Old olive for the tree. And then I used petal pink, fresh freesia, and moody mauve for the houses. So I'm just like repeating the colors to kind of tighten it up so that it wasn't 15 different colors. Ideas going everywhere. And if you color this tree a certain way, you will see that you can leave certain pieces of it white. And then it looks like, of course, that snow has piled up on the tree. So it's so fun. So this little tree would be great for to add into other stamp sets. We're going to color all that. And let's see here. Okay, so let's talk holiday movies, shall we? They're the movies that I love to make fun of. You know that, but I still watch them. So um, I think my favorite holiday movie so far this year was the one with Lindsay Lohan. I'm just drawing a blank on the name. Somebody will tell me. It's on Netflix. And I thought it was quite cute. Somebody else was mentioning it, and they said they were happy to see that she'd kind of recovered from her craziness in her younger years. And which I don't know all that went on with her, but anyway, she had kind of recovered and gone on to do some good things. So anyway, we were applauding Lindsay Lohan, and I really thought it was an entertaining movie. But then apparently it was too sappy for me because I started watching The Diplomat, starring Carrie Russell. She was in one of my favorite series called The Americans, and she and her operative or whatever, they were Russian spies here in America, and very convincing spies. Anyway, that was such an awesome show. And did you know that she ended up, well, I think she's married, or if not, she's partnered with the guy that she played with in The Americans. His name is Matthew Reese, also a great actor. So anyway, a little bit of Carrie Russell trivia for you there. And so that I temper my holiday movies with The Diplomats, with The Diplomat. She is playing the U.S. ambassador to the U.K. And she has a husband in this one that is multi-layered. Let's just say that. So see what I did there is I started out by coloring the wall with light crumb cake, my lightest color. And then I just colored a few of the bricks. In fact, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I like it. So anyway, super fun. Is it straight? No. We're going to fake it out. You liked it too, Roz? Yes. It was very, you could really just like get down in deep with that show. And it went on for a while. So it was really, I thought it was really nice. It wasn't nice, but those guys, they got after it. Okay, light petal pink is what I used for this house. And then I brought in the dark and I put it on the windowsills and, or I don't know, is it window boxes? Maybe. There's such cute detail on this. I mean, I can't get over it. In fact, I should make a bunch of these cards and send them out. I have another one in mind for Zoobilee, but I may just pivot, do this because it's so cute. And then I look at this and I go, okay, did I color anything else? No, I didn't. Petal pink. Because again, I just interchanged the colors. And if I could like bring this in for you, I would, but this software doesn't let me do that. You can only do that, to my knowledge, when you are just on a single camera in Facebook and probably in YouTube also. But then that doesn't give me the flexibility of showing you my other screens. And oh, Holly, you're so cute. Thank you. Feel free to take a screenshot, okay, and color it yourself. And then, by the way, oh gosh, I just noticed I did not color this bow. What got into my head? But you can just write down the colors that I'm using now. God, I mean, seriously? That was like, I remember thinking about it. What color should I color the bow? How about nothing? Look at the no man. He's so cute. He's so cute. I would probably put Wink of Stella on him too. So think about that. Okay, is anything else petal pink? No. Now we're going to move on to, I used a light and a dark fresh freesia. I used, oh, what color did I use for this? It must be crumb cake. It must be dark crumb cake. I also gave them a test piece of paper. Not a single soul used it, but I gave it there so they could scribble on it and see the inks. I think they didn't know what it was. Our little secret. Thanks, Kathy Sanford. Kathy Sanford. No, I was just thinking it was you that had a birthday. It wasn't you. It was Sherry Poppin. Where is Sherry Poppin? I got to get a hold of her because I think I missed saying happy birthday to her. Okay, so this one is dark crumb cake with light crumb cake. Way too boring for me in real life. I wouldn't have a house, just crumb cake, but it works just fine here. And then it's also cute because it has fresh freesia shutters and door that I could get behind. And this fresh freesia, it starts out really bright. So don't be afraid. Don't be scared. And it looks a lot brighter. Then it dries back to, almost has a little bit of a neon quality to it. So just color, just know that it's going to be fresh freesia, okay? And then this guy, we get the door. And then, where's my light crumb cake? I hope I have enough ink in here. Let's do it to it. Okay. Oh yeah. A new one would be better. But, you know, this happens. This happens to the best of the blends. They last a long time, I think. I try to test them out occasionally, but I don't know. Ain't nobody got time for that. Usually, I think that I've done it just recently, but it really hasn't happened for months. So there's that guy. And of course, you could put some little yellow lemon lolly glow coming from the windows. I didn't even do that. I kept the background just kind of, I wanted some pops of white on this. So I just kept that going. And then dark fresh freesia on this house. This would be my house over here because it has a snowman in front of it. And because if anybody's going to have a purple house, it's going to be Lisa Harden. And I don't. That's like a dark greenhouse because I think it plays against landscape nicely. But, in my dream world, in my dream Stampin' Up! World, I would have this house, this killer house. And, I might someday when I'm old and I really don't care anymore. When I'm old, what am I talking about? Hello, I think she's arrived. I don't know what you're waiting for. Speaking of old, my Tango has lost his mind again. You guys, he's acting so crazy. He's driving me a little bit bonkers. And I know he's bonkers, but he won't settle down. So he settled down long enough for me to cancel his last vet appointment. And now I need to get a hold of the vet and try to get this guy in. He just won't settle. In fact, last night he went outside and I didn't know it was freezing rain. And I know he's a dog, he survived it, but still, I didn't know. He was sitting out in that um, for quite some time, probably over 30 minutes. And so finally, I had to go out and get him because, and he was kind of like, wet slash it was frozen on him. I felt so bad, but he didn't want to come in the house. He's petrified. He will come in and sleep in the bed with me. He will come in um, and lay on the couch. But as soon as I even get up, let's say I'm just putting a glass in the sink, he makes a beeline for the door and goes out the dog door. In fact, right now, the dog door is shut so that he can't get out because I'm in here with you guys for a while and I want to know where this buzzard is. He has not, knock on wood, he has not tried to dig out yet, but I wouldn't put it past him because he's just acting way off. I don't know. I'm starting to almost think like, does this poor thing have a tumor? I don't know, you guys. It's weirding me out. Or is he just have dementia? Kind of crazy. In any case, it's not super fun because he won't settle down, right? So I don't know. I'm hoping the vet will know what to say, but sometimes they're just like, meh. And like, how much testing do you want to do? Okay. Your grandson will be 9 on the 23rd, and your sister's on the 13th. That's nice. Oh my gosh, and your brother on the 25th. That's funny. We were talking about this at work the other day because my coworker, who I've known for a long, long time, we've worked at 2 different businesses together, but we were talking about all the people that we both have in December birthdays in our families. And I said, "Why does that happen?" And he goes, "I don't know. It must be a hot time 10 months before that." And then I go, "Oh my God, it's February." I go, "Valentine's Day." And then I said, "Well," and 2 of the kids are his kids. And I go, "You tell me." And he's like, "I don't remember." Anyway, okay. So a lot must go on in February. It must be very congenial month. And your birthday's the 23rd, and that's why you're named Holly. I love that so much. Holly. Oh, so cute. See, now look, I'm just kind of faking it out. I just kind of made it like I hid some of the fence so that it didn't look um, uneven, as uneven as it was. And then finally, let's see, we better just glue this on first, and then we're going to give it a little linen thread bow because it's adorable. I'm not going to use the tape. I'm not going to use the seal because I have different layers on here already. So I am just going to glue. Oh my gosh, can we just for a minute? Cute. I'm glad, I like that I put the fence down even further this time because then you can see like the snow. It's not like right up on the houses. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just that this is good. And your dad's is the 16th. So sweet. Now I'm bringing this down a little bit more because I want to be able to see some of the stamping that we did. I mean, some of the falling snow. Okay, that's pretty good. And then finally, where'd my linen thread run off to? I have a couple of them. I think these are from kits that you always have overage. Um, they're always so good about giving you more supplies than you need usually. So this was where I was called in to tie a bow. See? February. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Sorry. If you're thinking about your parents, don't. That happened with mine too. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, once I figured that out, I was teasing my friend Chris big time. He has 4 girls. And I don't think, well, he's my age, so I don't think there are many more kids. But of course, I always tease him about, are you sure you don't want to go for the boy? He's like, nope, nope, we're good. I go, are you sure though, Chris? They've been very active. Their kids have been active in school and in their church and in sports. And so these parents have driven these kids probably hundreds of thousands of miles. And the oldest one just went to college this last fall. So they're starting, but yeah, I can't imagine. Oh my Lord, this is so sweet. I'm in love with it. And of course, you could put other embellishments on it, but you know what? I think this is going to go with a single stamp. It's kind of nice because, as we have talked about before, the postage for non-machinable stamps is like, I think a surplus of 40 cents at least. Oh, let's get our, you're probably not going to be able to see this on screen, but I am going to color it so you remember to color your no man with a little wink of Stella. Oh, it really does make it pop. But then he looks frosty. You know, he looks like he's sparkling with the cold snow. Oh, that was the other show I watched, Hot Santa. I didn't think the guy was that cute, quite frankly. But you know, what do I know? He is probably cute to young people. Okay, my friends. I feel like my earbuds are going dry, so you're probably going to lose me pretty soon. But we are finished. Woo! Okay, so thank you again. Thanks for joining me for virtual stamp camp. Okay, that again was just a touch of what goes on with us at stamp camp, or really in any of my classes. It's about learning and inspiring each other, and I am very open to learning things from you as much as you are learning things from me. So thank you so much. Oh, where's the other card we made? I loved it. Thanks so much for tuning in and for chatting with me. And if you're on replay, I see you out there. And I keep looking at comments. So feel free to leave me comments if you're on replay. So we made this card with a last chance stamp set. We made this card with a last chance stamp set. And we use lots of products that are still sticking around. Okay? It's so nice to see all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said, please stay safe this week. You know, I know weather is getting really wonky, so you stay safe out there, and I'll stay safe out there. And then I will join you back here on Thursday night for another Stamp and Chat. Okay? It's a deal. See you then.